that building now, showed him my passport, said we can be out and show you Morocco.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're in UK delighted to welcome you to Ouarzazate. Please remain seated with your seatbelt securely fastened until the aircraft.
Alright guys, so it's a bit of a hiccup. The hotel here in Ouarzazate and the center is meant to be something like 15-20 minutes walk from the airport. So being who I am and loving to walk, I decided to walk it. But then at the airport there was no facility to get a Moroccan SIM card, so I still have to try to use my UK SIM card. At the airport also there was a money exchange, but the person wasn't there. I hung about for about 20 minutes and then I left. I hardly have dirhams. I got some dirhams with me from a previous trip, but I don't think it's enough for a taxi to get me to where I want to go. And then the thing is about using the UK SIM, not only is it costly, that's something I put it on just to get to where I'm going, but it wasn't working for some reason. Google Maps wasn't working, so I don't know what's up with that. Usually it works for me in Morocco on my SIM, and my SIM had a few auto top-ups, but still no data. So anyway, Alhamdulillah, I found a tree and a bench. See, and I got some shade because it's like 40 degrees. And I'm no sheikh or anything, or I'm not someone who's like learned on religion that much, but there's a hadith. Is it a hadith about like a charity is even planting a tree, and why it's like something that will continue to give you like blessings if you plant a tree. Now, when you live in the West, or in like somewhere, not necessarily in the West, even where you have access to a car and you can just drive around and be in your aircon and everything, you don't realize the value of trees any longer. I came from a hot country, South Africa, but now I'm like, it's coming back to me how important trees are, and why that hadith, that narration of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, is so true and so important, because when you in 40 degrees like this, that's when you value a tree. So whoever planted this tree, probably the municipality in this case, but in other areas where municipalities don't do stuff like this, it's just a normal person planting a tree, and that tree grows and gives shade to people, travelers going past and everything. You can understand where all the blessings, how that is a charity to your fellow man. So yeah, alhamdulillah for the bit of shade I got now. You know, the heat makes you, you can't think straight anymore. So now I gotta think of what's my next plan. Maybe I'll try the Google again. City is absolutely dead. It's the time. It's because the sun is the strongest at this time, so people stay indoors. They don't go outside in this heat. And this is a standard thing with Morocco. It becomes more lively when the sun goes down. When it goes just, dims a bit. I think around the prayer of Asr. But before that, sensible. People don't want to get sunstroke, so they just stay indoors. Anyway, we live and we learn. This is where an eSIM would have been useful. eSIMs are more expensive than buying local SIMs, so I've never bought an eSIM before. But today is one of those days I think, okay, maybe if you go to somewhere that's a little bit off the beaten track, which Ouarzazate is, it's an up and coming tourist destination. There are lots of tourists coming here, but nowhere on the scale of Marrakesh, Fez, Tanger, even Casablanca, even though Casablanca is not that great, but yeah, even Casablanca. There's a mosque there. I spoke to someone. Well, there's a British guy actually pointed me in the right direction, but then after that there were a few turns and so on, and then I got lost in the with the directions with the turns and stuff. And it's really only supposed to be slow walk, half an hour walk, fast walk 15-20 minutes. I usually fast walk, so I'm obviously lost. There's a mosque there, but mosques in Morocco don't stay open. I'll probably just go look at the courtyard. I mean, they only open at the prayer time. That short span, like 30 minutes, 45 minutes, and then they closed. Maybe there's a shop. Can ask someone, hopefully. I even asked a Japanese tourist. Same thing happened to him. No SIM card in the airport. Most Moroccan airports, the more popular destinations, Marrakesh, Casablanca, Fez, etc., you can buy a SIM card in the airport, but not here. And then also money exchange was closed. There is one in the airport, but it was closed, so it's a little bit challenging. At least it's shade. Actually, lots of shade. That's a school across there, that colourful building. Beautiful city, even in this heat. Still beautiful. If it's hot now, and it's only June, oh my word. I think, look it up yourselves, but I think July, August, midsummer, this is going to be not manageable at all. Just walking about, and you have to do vehicles, taxis and so on. The other thing is, I got like 70-80 dirhams from my last trip, but taxis in Morocco, and all over the world, they always try to rip you off. So I'm even scared to stop a taxi, because as usual they're going to try and rip me off, and maybe that money is enough, but for them it's not going to be enough. Normal street here, none of those shops are open by the mosque. There's someone there. Let me go ask the guy on the bike, maybe. Someone ahead. Okay, so those kids gave me directions. I don't put them in camera because my priority is finding my way. So when I'm in a little bit of a tight spot, I don't want to video people, and then it just makes me not be able to concentrate on the minimal Arabic that I have. And also I don't know, I try as far as possible to video people who I can get an indication it's okay to they don't mind being in the video. But I just wanted the directions, but they seem to have given me decent directions with my broken Arabic. They didn't know any English, so something else. It's not going to be like Marrakesh and Fez where people you're going to come across English a lot. French, I think, this will be okay all over Morocco. If you know French, okay. Alright, some sort of playground. Looks like a water fountain there. No water in it, but I can imagine it being really beautiful when they do fill it up with water. I suppose there's no point filling up with water when it's so hot. Water probably just evaporates. There's a garden across there. But as I said, just want to find my way. In Asia, where I was recently, Malaysia, Thailand, like you get the idea that like most people don't mind being on camera. So you feel more comfortable with your camera, filming your interactions. But it's different parts of the world, so just got to be respectful of people's choices. I know it's not like an offense to have someone on camera, you filming the scenery and they happen to be there. So it's not an offense, but not an offense legally, but some people do take offense to it in a non-legal way. So just respect people. Hopefully I'm going the right way now. Taking a break again in the shade. Getting to some more built up places. Seen a coffee shop. Photocopy shop behind me as well. Closed. Coffee shop's open. I'm gonna try and follow the directions the other guy, the kids gave me before I ask someone else for directions again. More built up around here. More shops open. Mostly local shops. So I think this is the main square. It is dead during the day, it takes up at night. Bakery, cafe. Now the Hotel Bab Sahara, it overlooks the square, so I have to be close. Found it. Hotel Bab Sahara. Let's go see. But no one here. Alright guys, so I got into the room and I was so tired after that long walk in the sun and just being lost and stuff. The guy put the air conditioning on and I just went to sleep. Didn't eat anything, so I didn't do a tour of the room yet. I slept first. I slept for, let's say, it's about 3 hours, and now I'm awake. So let's have a look at the room. Alright, so this is the room. I think it takes a lot more people. I had booked this this room with Faris, assuming Faris, my son, was coming with me. He's my usual travel partner. But he was like two-minded about coming and then decided he didn't want to come. So they're still giving me the big room. I mean, I paid for this. So it takes a lot of people. That's 1 bed, 2 beds, 3 beds, 4 beds. So it's like 2, 3, 4. So 5 people can sleep. And then you got your TV on the wall there. I didn't try the TV yet. Some art, air condition. Very good, very good. Not too cold also, just right. Just help me sleep so well. The table there. Dated, but I knew what I was getting into. The reviews said it was a clean, safe place, well located, and okay, some extra blankets there. Cupboard, hang your clothes. So yeah, I went for the location because it's very central. I'll show you the balcony. So again, nothing happening, but that's the main square. So this gets alive at night. So this is one of the reasons why I chose this place, is because it's so close to it's overlooking the main square. And we'll do some filming at night when it gets lively. You got some shops around. In fact, you know what? It's a good thing I just slept. You know, I was too tired to do anything, and also, I mean, there's nothing happening here. Need to do some excursions, get out of the center of Ouarzazate. But for today, the day I arrived, I think just rest from the flight is called for, and then just wait for the night to get a bit active, get this sun to go down, and then see what's happening here at night. Apparently there's music, like traditional music and stuff like that. I assume like there's probably some shops there that open, maybe food. So yeah, this is one of the main reasons I chose this place, is because of the location, close to the main, overlooking the main square. The other thing was, just came back from a holiday, you know, Asia, spent some money there, so I think it was time to be a little bit thrifty for this short break. Here's the bathroom. You know, thrifty but not bad, you know, like you know, it's not luxury, but it looks clean enough. I'm still going to try the shower. I'm going to have a shower right now before I do anything else. And we'll get to the hallways and stuff. A nice big mirror here. So yeah, there we are. Yeah, so this is including breakfast, was like 78 euros for 3 nights. Yeah, so including breakfast, 78 euros for 3 nights. So I have to do some math here now. 78 euros. Let's first convert them. Yeah, so including breakfast, this is 26 euros a night, which is like almost just under 23 pounds sterling a night. And remember, that was with my son, and my son come with me. That's for both of us. And as I showed you, there's so many beds here. I'm not sure how much more it'll cost had you come with a family of 5, that would be. So I'm not sure, but I know for my son and I, that's what it was. 23 euros, that means including breakfast for both of us. Almost 23 pounds or 26 euros a night. So it's good. In keeping with the reviews, not not luxury, but clean. Yes, clean. Aircon works. Best location in relation to that main square, because I do want to see what's happening at night with the main square. So there's a few things I'm going to do here. Go to Ait Ben Haddou, that like quite ancient. Is it a village? Yeah, village that was in so many movies like Kingdom of Heaven and Gladiator as well. And so many other movies. Prince of Persia, you just listed on and on and on. So yeah, I want to go there. So that's something I want to do. I also want to go to the movie studio. That's another thing, another activity I want to do. And then here I wanted to see this main square at night and just experience it. I'm assuming it'll be something like a mini Jibmal Fna. So for me, this hotel is a good choice. I mean, no pool and things like that. As I said, I've been to Asia recently, had beautiful swimming pools. I'm not really in need of a swimming pool, But if you want that, then there are other options. There's what is it? Is it Ibis? Might be an Ibis hotel with a swimming pool that was, probably about 40 euros a night or so. But again, I didn't need the pool, so it's a little bit further away, the Ibis. But it's got a swimming pool, and you can have breakfast as well included. So if you want a swimming pool, look for that one maybe. But if like location, then I reckon, so far I'm happy with this here, and clean. So I'll take a shower now, and then I'll try and, I need to pray, find out where's the Qibla, the direction to pray towards, from the guy downstairs. He's got my passport as well, so I need to get my passport. And then see whether it's worth doing any exploring around here now, maybe even to a mosque. So this hotel has many types of rooms. I believe there's like a hostel style room as well available, where you use a shared bathroom. So I found this shared bathroom on the same floor where my room was. So I'm assuming that the rooms nearer the bathroom are more hostel style, where you use shared bathrooms. Not for me. Thankfully, I had my own bathroom, but if that's something that you're interested in, It's obviously going to be much cheaper. And there is a Western style toilet as well. It looked clean, but for me, I don't like to share bathrooms as far as possible as I can. A little view of the square here from a window on this floor. So I wonder if the hostel style rooms have the little balcony like my room or not. I'm not sure. Some pottery down there. There's a lot of trustworthy in this town or city. Like that pottery is just left out there. People could steal and everything, but it's just left out there. The shop is closed. You can't buy it even if you wanted to during the day. But equally, they're confident leaving it out there that no one's going to steal. And even during the day, a lot of the shops are open, as in physically doors are open, but they just pull a fabric curtain across and tie the curtain across. So really, if you were a thief, you could get in there. I think it means that there's a lot of honesty among people in Ouarzazate and less theft. This is the terrace, as you can see. Too hot for during the day. I suppose at night it'll be nice to come out here and chill. Again, you got the beautiful view of the square. I think, especially if you're in a hostel style room, this would be a nice feature to be able to come here. And it's just so airy and spacious, but too hot during the day. And I can imagine summer as well, midsummer. July, August, this is not going to be usable, except maybe at night. Anyway, at night is when Ouarzazate comes alive. So that's when you really want to look at the views and so on. If you come with children, be careful on the terrace. Those walls are quite short. And if you got very active children jumping about, there's a risk of falling over there. For adults, it's fine, but for children, I think that's a bit dangerous. So be very careful with the children. Maybe just avoid the rooftop there if you come with small children. So this is it said restaurant. It's on one of the floors. So this was on the first floor. It wasn't where the breakfast was served. The breakfast was served downstairs on the ground floor in that coffee shop and the seating area just outside the entrance of the hotel. So I wonder what happens here. Maybe they have a higher season, a busier season when they use this as a restaurant. But it was open if you wanted to. Again, you could come and chill here. If you wanted a bit more space, you could come and chill here. Again, very clean, everything. The hotel is dated. But again, judge it by its price point. But for the price point, the fact that it's really clean, I mean, that's a big plus for them. Because a lot of places that are cheaper, they'd be a hell of a dusty or even dirty in some cases. But no, this was clean. And think, Ouarzazate is full of sand. This is like the door of the desert. So they're getting sand coming in through the windows, but that means they're making an effort to clean. This is the coffee shop on the ground floor. This is where the breakfast was served. You could eat indoors here, or there's seating just outside the entrance of the coffee shop and entrance of the hotel. Assalamu alaikum. So we got the bread. That's like Parisian, baguette. And then we got salmon, butter, jam, orange juice, and the coffee. Bismillah. Coffee. Good coffee to start the day with. Salmon, flaky Moroccan bread, one of my favorites. Good for breakfast. Very quiet in the morning.
Nothing going on. Peaceful compared to last night with the music and everything. Amazing how it transforms, you know, from this live happening place into just nothing happening during the day. Try the orange juice. Most places in Morocco, even like some high-end hotels, the orange juice is orange squash or mixed orange juice with orange squash. Mixed fresh orange juice with orange squash. Let's see what this is. The same, mixed orange juice with the orange squash, but it's good. It's not a wide breakfast as you saw. You know, it's just the baguette, the Moroccan flaky cinnamon bread, you know, and the coffee and the orange juice. So I got some baguette with jam in there. Weird how they don't even do like fried eggs or omelette. So I'll say this is probably the most basic breakfast I've had on holiday in Morocco. So the breakfast, the uplift in my room for the breakfast was like something like €3.33. So what's that? Let's guesstimate about £3.10 a day for breakfast. It would be worth it if I came with my son, because remember it was booked with my son, so that'll be €3.15 for 2 people for breakfast for each day. I mean $3.33, which is, yeah, like say £3.10ish for 2. So for each person's light breakfast with just the coffee, the juice, the cinnamon, the baguette, it would be like £1.50 each, which should be okay. So, but for mine, just because I came on my own, by Moroccan standards, not worth it. You know, the uplift for the breakfast. But then again, I can't see anything else open around here. So, still a good choice to choose the breakfast. At least have something. So I can't see cafes open. You know, this is a place that comes alive at night, not you know, during the days. It's really dead around here. So breakfast is breakfast. So I'm glad I still took the breakfast option, even if it's basic. Okay, so guys, I checked out of my room, which is the room you already saw in this video. But because my flight is like at, it departs 7:30 tonight and the checkout is 12 o'clock, I asked if I could stay longer, closer to like 4 o'clock or so. So the airport's really close and then I can head off to the airport around that time. So he offered me for the same room I could stay 1 more hour without extra payment for the room you already saw.
but I needed more time. So I went for, I asked him, look, can I pay and, and just stay longer? He said it couldn't be the same room because the lady who cleans leaves around 1 o'clock, so it'll have to be another room. So I paid 100 dirhams. This is basically for 12 to 1, 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4. So for 4 hours, 100 dirhams. It's something like £8 for these extra 4 hours for another room. And this is the other room. Actually, it's good that I came to this room, because when I give the overall review, I can inform you as well, because not all the rooms are as nice. So, okay, there's the bathroom. Bathroom is decent. So yeah, toilet over there. Shower. The other one had like a telephone shower. This one, the shower is like this, a bit older. So the other one's bathroom definitely was better. And then if we go in here, so you got 2 single beds, you got a little desk. But this must be, I'm assuming, much cheaper. There's no air conditioning. So I definitely would say if you come here, make sure you have a room with air conditioning. So it should say on booking.com. But if it's not clear, when you make the booking where you can cancel. You have free cancellation. Because once you book it, then you can send them a message to say, I just want to make sure that the room I'm staying in has air conditioning and internet as well, good internet connection. Because something else, in that room, my internet connection was excellent, really excellent. But here, it's I got no internet connection in this room for some reason. Maybe the location, maybe how close it is to the router, I'm not sure. So my whole experience, had I stayed in this room, would be so different. If I stayed from the start in this room. For sure I would have complained, because I did see air conditioning on the booking. So if it was this room from the start, I would have said I need air conditioning. So I assume there are rooms this size with air conditioning. So he should have actually. So it was like 21 pounds a night, the room I was in that you've seen already. And I asked for 4 hours more. And then for that 4 hours more, 100 dirhams is like, okay, it's just under half the cost of that room, but only for 4 hours. What's 4 hours out of 24? For what's that, 1/6? So, it's well less than even a third of a day would be 8 hours. So this is like 1/6 of the time for just under half, or 40% of the price. So I reckon he should have really left me in the same room, charged me the 100 dirhams, and then just sorted out the cleaning in the morning. So, but anyway, yeah, something to think about if you're booking here. Just make sure you got air conditioning. Make sure you check with them that there's strong internet connection. I saw in the reviews where people said the internet connection was bad, and then I was like shocked in that room. Internet connection was fine, but here's the proof now. Okay, I suppose it's different rooms, then the internet's not as good.